So I'm on my rest day, went and got some Vaseline because I've got some mega chafage. Just because I've been wet for 2 days pretty much. But things just get worse and worse. I'm trying to charge my phone. That's how wet it's been. So as you know, I had to take pictures because my book was drenched, still is. That's my spending money, which I haven't been able to spend because that's drenched. So that's trying to get dry. So I took pictures, didn't I? So I had to take my phone out to look at the maps. I didn't think it got that wet, but obviously it did. So I'm going to have to go buy some rice, stick it in that, because if I can't get that working, I'm not sure if I can crack on, because I've got no comms otherwise. Won't have signal in most places, but at least you can still phone emergency services. And like I say, with this still sodden, I can turn the pages now at least. But ideally I need to take pictures of them. Right, so I'm gonna go get some rice. See if that works. Right, all packed, ready to go. Phone's still not working, but I'm gonna push on. Ring the missus from the phone box and tell her what I'm doing. Yeah, so get the boots on. Got new Gore-Tex socks. Not gonna wear them today though because it's redders. But if it gets boggy, then I can put them on. So I'm good to go. Onwards to 9 standards. Well, that's the bogs negotiated. Didn't even get my feet wet. Skipped along them. No, I'm acting. I went in twice, but my feet didn't get wet. So Gore-Tex on these must be working to a certain degree. It was torrential rain for 2 days. That's probably why I got absolutely soaked. I should have took a rest day and shot. But I was being tight because the rooms in Kirkby Stephen were 20 quid cheaper. So that's kind of why I moved on. Saved 20 quid, but I didn't in the end because I had to stay another night. Right. Definitely needed that rest day though, definitely needed it. I'm still not 100%. I'm only going to Keld, which isn't far now. Get a campsite booked hopefully. Well, I haven't got it booked, sorry. I mean, you know, get there and hopefully I can get in one. Just talked to them three there, they're going there. They said it's open, there's no showers. But, you know, I'll get washed in the sink. And I do believe Keld's got a pub. So, definitely getting a pint. Anywho, not a lot to see today, other than the 9 standards. Always want to see that, so that was good to see. I mean, it's pretty, it's not outstanding, is it? I am glad to be out of the Lake District, I'm not going to lie, I fucking hated it so far. Absolutely hated it. Brilliant views, lovely scenery, but it was fucking brutal. Absolutely brutal. Even the first couple of days when the weather wasn't bad. Again, partly my fault. I felt a bit shitty because not enough energy. Should have packed more food, I reckon. But that's poor planning. Not fucking finding out that it would be hard to resupply on the first few days after you left St.Bees, pretty much. Especially due to coronavirus. Also, because I had this plan for April originally, and I've had to push it back. I didn't consider kids are off school as well, so touristy places are busy, drives prices up, makes it harder to get in places as well. So yeah, so I didn't do any further investigations, let's say. So what I'm looking for, oh, I don't know, but you know what I mean, planning, that's it. I didn't do any planning for the fact that I was doing it now in August. I just went off what I planned for in April, pretty much, and then went through it with the added fig of making sure I took my snood so I could go and shop. So that was probably the only extra planning I did. Anyhow, right, I'm going to stop talking shit. I'm going to put this away. It's getting boggy a bit again, so I need both hands because I need my sticks. Get across this, make sure I don't go in again. And then yeah, Keld in about 4 or 5k, something like that. Well, we're at Rukin's campsite in Keld. Just letting that dry out before I get everything in it. Just had a shower, went up to the pub, got there at 5:30, and they said they stopped serving at 5. To non-locals, bastards. At least I've had a shower. And at least there's drinking water on tap, so you don't have to purify it or filter it. Yeah, so that's me for the night. I'll bring you back tomorrow en route to Reef. I'm going to make an effort to record more now. Apologies for that. Good morning, and we're on our way to Reef. Do you recognise that? I do. We're back on the Pennine Way. I didn't realise it crossed our this early. Bringing back some fond memories. It's a lovely waterfall up here as well. See, so the coast to coast to me is like what the Pennine Way was to Alfred Wainwright. I'm not enjoying it, if I'm honest. Nowhere near as much as I enjoyed the Pennine Way. And I thought it would be the other way around, because the coast to coast is the one I always wanted to do. Yeah, I remember this quite fondly. So I wasn't on the Pennine Way for long, must have been 300 metres or something. Right, so this old tractor, this is where the high route and the low route goes off. Obviously high route goes over the top, low route goes down Swaledale, follows the River Swale. I'm going to take the low route because I fancy a walk along the river. Plus it's looking a bit cooler down there, it's already hot. I think it's 8 o'clock, if that. So, like I've probably already moaned about, I don't like the heat, so I'll try and keep out of it. Plus if I'm by the river I've got constant water supply, which I probably need. Some sort of old mine or something, quarry. Don't know. It's very pretty. Nice little spot for a picnic and a splash. Right, back on the track. So just stop for a quick rest in the shade there. And we're going to push on. We're at a place called Keld. Got one more hamlet type village thing to push through, and then after that we'll be in Reef. Probably a couple of miles, at least 2 or 3. It's 10 to 12, so hopefully get there for about 1. And then if I can find somewhere to stay, because I've heard all the campsites are full, which isn't good, so I'll try plenty of other accommodation, so I'll try them. I don't mind paying a bit extra. If not, I'll have to push on, get some supplies there, get an ice cream for the ice cream parlour, and then push on, wild camp somewhere. There's a vehicle for the preppers amongst you. So we left Reef. The outskirts of Reef was that police tank, let's call it, that you could buy. Had a couple of pints in the Black Bull. I wanted to get an ice cream, but the queue was just ridiculous for the famous ice cream parlour that they've got there. So I just walked on by. So we're on our way to a place called Merrick, then Mosque, and then Richmond. Couldn't get any accommodation. Campsites were either full, closed, or not fully operational. So I thought, right, I'll just push on to Richmond, and because I'm pushing on to Richmond, I'm getting another hotel. So I can have a few schwallies in Richmond. I need them. I don't need them, but I want them. Right, we obviously left Richmond this morning. We're on our way to Colburn, Catterick, past the racecourse and that, under the A1, pop out the other side. I don't really have a plan for today. The section walk's meant to be 22.5 miles to Ingleby Cross, but I don't think I'm going to get that far, so I'm not sure where I'm going to end up. I'll just keep walking until I think I can't walk anymore, find a nice place to camp and set up. So this is us going under the A1. And then Catterick Racecourse other side. So I don't know if you can see it, but that's Catterick Racecourse, just the other side of the road there. I always thought that was the other side of the A1. I should know better, considering my wife's based in Catterick, and it's, you know, somewhere where I have to visit quite often. But I always thought it was the other side. It just goes to show you don't really pay much attention, innit? Just like I'm not sure I've paid enough attention to the route. I think I was meant to go up that bridge. Right, I'm going to have to get my bearings, see where I'm going. Right, so it was over that bridge. So I just had to backtrack, what, 50 metres or something, if that. I said I noticed where I was going wrong as I was babbling to you. Yeah, so walking along the River Swale. Next stop in 2 mile is Bolton on Swale. Might stop before then, might just wait till I get there, see how I feel. Making pretty good progress so far, or at least it feels like I am. Which actual distance I've done I don't know. I didn't leave till 10 just after, then I went to Co-op, got some supplies and that, so the time I left Richmond, probably 10:30. It's a bit of a late start, which is a little bit silly because I'm meant to be doing 22.5. Well, that's what this section is, 22.5 miles, but like I said before, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to push on as much as I can, and then come 7 o'clock-ish, if I find anywhere good for camping, I'll be stopping. I won't be stopping earlier than 7, because obviously it's light nights, it doesn't get dark till about 9, half 9. So I think 7 at the earliest is about a good time to stop, find a campsite, or a wild camping spot, shall I say. But if I do find a campsite, I might just take them up on that, just for the shower and stuff. But if not, wild camping. Definitely this time, no more hotel rooms, maybe it's one at the end. Price is starting to rack up, even though I have been going for the cheapest options every time. But hey, it's my holiday, why not? Right, we've reached a place called Streatham. Just sat on that bench and had a break. Now we're heading off that direction. I don't know if you can read that, towards Danby Wisk, which is 1.5 miles away, as it says. I'm going to push on past that to get to the railway, which is about, I don't know, another 1.5 miles, 2 miles after that. Because there is an honesty box there, according to my guidebook anyway. So I can stock up on some water and stuff like that. Well, juice. And then there's a little beck after that called Ingleby, next to the railway. I'm hoping I can push in somewhere around there, get my tent up, and then that gives me somewhere to stop for the night. Bonus, it'll be near that bloody honesty, so if I smash all my juices I can go back and get some more. And I probably will. Up all night pissing. And then the day after, got across the A19 not long after, and there's a 24-hour shop there, so I'm going to stock up there, get a bite to eat, and then crack on. So probably end up about the 16-17 mile point. So, like I said, today's route is meant to be 22.5, so we'll see what that leaves me with tomorrow, because I'm not sure what tomorrow's is meant to be. Anyway, just going to double check the map, make sure this is the actual way. That must be, because it looks a bit dodgy, but anyway. Why would you chuck all that crap down there? You're funny. It's like you're sneaking up on me, and when I turn around you're like, what? No, I'm just yeah. Just got an itchy back. Right, anyway. I'm gonna push on. So I'm at Danby Wisk, I sat on the green, and someone's made me a nice cup of tea. How nice is that? So I'm gonna have that, and then I'm gonna push on. So there was an honesty fridge, can't see it obviously, other side the bush, other side the railway tracks, and I went a bit mental. I've already had a cold water, already supping a Pepsi Max, bought quite a bit. You don't have prices, so I'm just asking for donations, so give them 20 quid, I'll more than cover that. I'm very grateful for it, so I don't mind it, giving them that. Now, again, that there, just behind that bush, that's Ingleby, where I was hoping to camp, but I'm well in view with our farmer's house. But as you can see up there are trees, so I'm going to push on up there, see if I can get that crop of trees behind his house, and push in there somewhere. I'm hoping that's a decent wood then, not just trees that are lying on a road. Otherwise I'll be pushing on for some time yet, and I really don't want to. Like I said, it's 7 o'clock, I'd start looking for somewhere to camp. It's now 20 past, so yeah, I'm hoping I can get in up there. Right, I'm going to finish this lovely tin of Pepsi and then push on up there. So the light's not great, I apologise. It's 20 past 9. I pushed on. I didn't go at that tree line, at a different one. There was a ruin, a farmhouse ruin on a map close to the A19, so I went there. So I'm all set up. You can't really see it, but good job I brought my Gore-Tex because the tent's still sodden, so it doesn't matter the system that I use. So I'm going to have a bit of scoff, and I'm going to devour some of them tins of pop, and yes, I'm going to mix them. Lemonade and orange, I know, absolute animal. Look forward to that. Alright, I'll see you in the morning.